Okay. Well, welcome everyone to episode 10 of the Sobacksports podcast. How are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great, man. How are you?
Doing all right. I mean, listen, going into week 5, I feel like this is it me or is this week gone by like this season has gone by super fast?
Yeah, I mean that's something I'm like kind of worried about. Like life without football is kind of like mid. So I mean, yeah, I think the season's going really fast. I think the weeks go really fast too, because like right after Monday Night Football, there's like 2 days, and then it's week 15, or I mean, sorry, it's week 5 after. So it's the next week with Thursday Night Football. Um, so yeah, I'm just like kind of worried about that. Like, is the season good? Is going too fast for me? Like, but I'll say this: it's been a fun season so far. I mean, there's been a lot of storylines, some surprising quarterbacks like making a lot of headway into the MVP conversation. So it's been a lot of surprises, a lot of storylines, and yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the season.
Yeah. I mean, listen, can't complain with more stuff happening during the season, but speaking of stuff that's happening during the season, something has been a brewing in the city of Las Vegas, and it turns out, I mean, I don't think a lot of people were that surprised, but Davante Adams.
I told you, I told you he's gonna get traded by the trade deadline. I've been saying it, but I'm telling you right now, Devontae Adams. I don't know why he ever went to the Raiders. I mean, I guess he wanted to be with his quarterback, Derek Carr, but it never made sense to me to leave Aaron Rodgers and the Packers to go to the Raiders. But I guess he maybe had his reasons. But let's just say his tenure there has been disappointing, not for him, but like winning wise. And he's been frustrated. His production has gone down. So I think this is the right move for him to go to a new team. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think the main reason is it kind of all stems from that 2022 season when or like the 2022 off season. Wait, no, when did he get there traded?
2022,
No, no, no.
2023 season.
Sorry. It was after Aaron Rodgers' first MVP season. It was no, no, no. After his third in 2021, that off
Mhm.
season, there was whole. I think I remember if I remember correctly, the Aaron Rodgers was like trying to find a new contract for the Green Bay Packers, and was trying to like hold out or like do something. And Davante wasn't really sure if he was going to be like his quarterback in Green Bay. And I remember like that year, it was like Denver was like trying to get Aaron Rodgers as well. Unsuccessfully, they ended up getting Russell Wilson, but that's besides the point. Devontae ended up was like, okay, you know what? I'm not sure what's going to happen to me, so I'm just going to make a decision. And he made a decision and got a decent amount of money from the Las Vegas Raiders and to play with his buddy from college, Derek Carr. But the thing that I think he didn't really realize, or I think he might have realized as soon as he got there, was that Josh McDaniels is an idiot and he does not know how to coach, never knew how to coach, was riding the coattails of Tom Brady. And as soon as he realized he had no brain cells, was when, the trajectory went down. And right now, I think they're at a crossroads right now where, you know, I think there were like clips surfacing from receiver um where it didn't look good for him, or like he was very disappointed, very like open about getting hit all the time, not utilized correctly, and I guess it kind of all stemmed like that was just a progression, and then he said, "Enough's enough, man." Like the Raiders aren't really going anywhere, and it's just going to be interesting to see what team he's on. I already made a video about um what teams should I think will be the best fit for him if he's looking for a championship. But then again, would the Raiders really trade him to an AFC opponent? You never know. You never know.
Well, I definitely think like the Chiefs are out of it. Like the fact that the NFL media thinks that the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna get Davante Adams when the Raiders' biggest rival is the Kansas City Chiefs is crazy. It's like the Bears trading DJ Moore to the Packers. It's just not happening, right? That's just never gonna happen. So I don't think the Chiefs are in it. Like I think we had to get rid of them. And also the fact is the Chiefs don't have the cap space for Davante. So when you look at the Davante Adams trade, you got to look at teams that have the cap space to actually get his contract in, right? And I got a few teams I think that could do that. Um, one of them is actually surprising. I didn't realize they actually had the cap space and they are actually showing some interest. That's the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I don't think it's going to happen. The only reason why I don't think it's going to happen is because they need to save money for Micah Parsons' contract, and it just doesn't make sense to get Davante now. Now, it will help their receiving problem, but I feel like the Cowboys have so much holes on their team that it just doesn't make sense to get a Davante Adams trade. And then I've been saying this for a while. I want Davante Adams on the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is the team I feel like could make the move right now. You pair him up with George Pickens, like you get Justin Fields to throw the ball to George Pickens and Davante Adams. That solves the receiving problem. I think if we talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're a receiver away, in my opinion, to having a great team. They're 3-1 right now,
And maybe
and
a
a win.
center.
Yeah, but I mean it's a rookie, so I guess like we got to give the rookie some time. But I think the Steelers should definitely go after Devontae because they were close to getting Brandon Ayuk last offseason. So getting Devontae Adams, like who was probably one of the best route runners in the league, could really help Justin Fields grow as a quarterback and really help this team contend. You pair him up with Pat Fryermuth, who's a solid tight end, right? You get
Mhm.
Najee Harris, Jalen Warren in the backfield. Justin Fields is a great running threat too. Um, and then you still got Calvin Austin, who's a young up and coming receiver, Van Jefferson, and then we still have and then the Steelers still have the Roman Wilson, who's a rookie who can be a big impact. So I definitely think that adding Davante Adams helps the Steelers become a better contender. And another thing, I don't see the Ravens trading for him. I just don't see the Ravens or Lions trading for Davante Adams because it just doesn't make sense. They don't have the cap space. I checked their cap space. They don't have the cap space for Davante Adams. And let's be honest, don't play with Lamar. I'm just telling you right now. It just doesn't make sense for him if he wants to be, like get targets. The Ravens are a run heavy team. We saw that against the Bills. Lamar only threw the ball 15 times. He threw the ball only 19 times against the Cowboys. If he wants targets, the Ravens is not an option for him. And then one more thing real quick before you go. I think the Jets are a really good option too. Because Jets or Saints are a good option because Derek Carr, but I wouldn't go to the Saints because they don't have the cap space for him. But the Jets could be a really good option for him because you could play with Aaron Rodgers, a quarterback that you've had a lot of chemistry with. So those are my teams. But the number one team I feel like is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want him to go to the Steelers more than anything. But those are the three teams I think he could go to.
Yeah, I mean, funny enough, there was another team that was also brought up, and that was the New Orleans Saints. And what's kind of crazy about that is that it's really not in the out of the realm of possibility. Listen, the Saints are in cap hell, but it seems like every single time that we mention that, they somehow don't look like they are at the same time, which makes me not believe in the cap like in general. But I do agree with the Steelers. I think the Steelers, out of the three teams in this graphic, I think the Steelers have the best coach. Like, I know that sounds pretty like crazy because you have John Harbaugh, but John Harbaugh's been kind of like, a little bit off and on and off as a head coach. Um, and the thing is, I think the Cowboys could work, but the thing is, there's two things. One, the Parsons contract. That's going to be a little bit of an obstacle. And two, Mike McCarthy is also kind of not a great head coach either. So, like, if you're going in for stability, I mean, listen, I said that the Ravens were like a my third team that could potentially be interested in Davante. And the reason why I made the argument for the Ravens is that, with this team that they have right now, I don't see why not they just go all in and get a receiver like Davante. And if at the end of the day, Davante is really looking for like a championship or an opportunity to win a Super Bowl, I mean, if the Chiefs aren't available, but if they still want to trade in inside the division, like
Mhm.
it's either between the Steelers or the Ravens, where you both have pretty solid options. I just think that the Ravens as a roster is more well constructed right now. Like, I think the difference between the Steelers and the Ravens is the Ravens are well structured as a team, whereas the Steelers are well coached and have a little bit of holes as a team. That's like the whole thing. I think
But
they're the top two teams in the AFC North. But
uh,
um,
yeah.
mhm.
No, no, no. I mean, I agree with you. The Ravens are it's a good option, but I just don't know, like, because it matters what Devontae wants, right? If Devontae Adams wants to be like a receiver that's gonna get big numbers, I don't see the Ravens being that team for him. The reason why I'm saying that is because look, Devontae, I remember he was saying in a press conference when they beat the Packers. He asked, like, do you care about winning or do you care about stats? And he says he does care about winning, but he also cares about getting the stats. And look, I'm just saying, Zay Flowers' numbers are not that high right now. The receivers that are on the amount of passing attempts that Lamar Jackson has this year is low. They're running the ball with Derrick Henry, and I I get it if you want to win. I guess you can go to the Ravens because the Ravens, like, they've proven time and again that they're a winning organization when it comes to regular season. But if you're talking about Super Bowl, I just can't say that. Look, I'm not saying Justin Fields is going to win you a Super Bowl either. Don't get me like that's that's not what I'm trying to say. But I trust Mike Tomlin to win you games in the playoffs because he's done it, and I know Harbaugh's
In the
done it too. But like,
past, though, like
I don't.
the thing
No, no,
is,
no. But I think Mike Tomlin is a better coach right now than John Harbaugh because I know that if Mike Tomlin has a lead, the lead will stay. I just know it. But Harbaugh, time and time again, has blown leads and made crucial mistakes during games that cost the Ravens to lose games. Now, I'm not saying that if Davante Adams goes to the Ravens, they're not winning a Super Bowl. Like, they have a chance, but he's not going to get big numbers. That's all I gotta say. They're a run heavy team. He's got to be ready to block. That's all he's got to do. I'm not, and I know the Steelers are also a run heavy team, but they're not as run dependent. Like, if you look at the numbers, Fields has thrown the ball more than 20 times each of the games. So actually, except for the first game, but that was his first game as a Steeler. So the team is more dependent on passing too, and I feel like he'll get better numbers with the Steelers. And I think the Steelers have a better defense than the Ravens, and I guess you could say the Ravens have a better quarterback, but I just think that with George Pickens, you have George Pickens and you got Davante Adams. Who's stopping that? That's
I mean,
automatic.
if you're gonna play a devil's advocate in a sense, where you know the thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers is that they have had a history of drafting really top notch wide receivers, but they have attitude and, you know, discipline problems. And we've seen that before with Antonio Brown, with Juju Smith Schuster, Chase Claypool. And the thing is, they find the right time to trade him. So I think people could argue that the Steelers could not be a great decision because if you bring in a Davante Adams and he somehow takes up a lot of the, this catches and the targets, what will George Pickens say? Because he's shown that in the couple of years or like the last 2 years where he's been in the league and when he's not targeted, he tends to throw tantrums. Um, and a lot of like not really trying for blocking and stuff. Because remember last year when he was kind of like called out for that by Jalen Warren um, about
Well,
not
well,
blocking.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. George
I'm just playing devil's
Pickens
advocate.
this year.
Just playing
I don't know, but George Pickens this year, right? he hasn't been like insane. Like
Hmm.
if you look at it, his best game was last game, and that was 113 yards, 0 touchdowns. So like he hasn't even gone into the end zone yet. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't think that's gonna be a problem because I think Mike Tomlin knows how to like bring a winning culture. So I don't think like George Pickens having less targets is gonna impact the team because Mike Tomlin time and time again has shown that no matter how bad the problem is, no matter how bad the roster is, I am going to be 500 above 500 and I am going to the playoffs. No matter how bad the team is. The team went 10-7 with Mason Rudolph as their quarterback. Like, let's get that straight. Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett,
Oh, Kenny
they went
Pickett
10-7. This year, I
and
think it's
Trubisky.
yeah, that's adding more. So I think this year they can go 12-5 if they get Davante Adams. I'm being so serious. They can be a very big threat in the AFC North. They can win the division if they get Davante Adams. I feel like they're a receiver away. When I look at the offense, man, who does Justin Fields throw to, man? Like all he throws is Pickens and Frymouth and the running back. If there's a what's it called, um, a dump off. If you get Davante Adams, the playbook for me and my personal, I think the playbook gets bigger for the Pittsburgh. It expands because you have such a big threat in Davante Adams. And guess what? George Pickens is gonna get way more open now because Davante Adams taking off a lot of the best the attention, and all the best corners are gonna go on him. Pickens is gonna have a better chance. So I think Pickens is actually gonna get more targets because he's gonna get more opportunity to score touchdowns and stuff because Davante Adams is gonna take the pressure.
No, that's fair. That's completely fair. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I think depending on the team, I personally don't think that he goes to the Jets or the
If I'm him, I'm not going to the Jets.
Cowboys because I think they already have too many issues to deal with. Like, listen, it's nice to see the reunion. I mean, I don't really care, but ideally for Packers fans and a lot of people in the league, they would love to see the reunion between Rodgers and Davante Adams, but they have a lot of issues outstanding that they have to kind of address. Like, they have a coach that's potentially on the hot seat, an offensive coordinator that literally has zero brain cells in Nathaniel Hackett, and yeah, I mean the team, if they lose a game, they just fall apart. Like, or if they're like down, they just fall apart. That the closest thing that we really saw to like a complete team was when they faced the Patriots this year. And listen, there's a plenty more of the season left. I'm not saying that this is like, going to be an outstanding thing. Things change throughout the season. But as of this current iteration, it seems like they have a lot of outstanding issues that need to be addressed. And I feel like Javante is going from one like crazy situation to another crazy situation. Even though talent wise they have a lot. I mean,
Mhm.
Aaron Rodgers at 40 years old is better than a lot of quarterbacks than this year. But his mobility is shown that it's not as what it used to be. But he will sling it, that's for sure. But I don't know. I think, you know, I feel like the Raiders are the type of dumb team where they'll trade to a division, like trade Davante, their biggest asset, to the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know, because the thing is, remember, NFC like interdivision trades happen. It's not like they're like forbidden, like in the Premier League or like in soccer. It happens all the time. Like, remember the Vikings and Lions trade all the time between each other. Like
Yeah.
TJ Hawkinson, like the trade up and trade down in during the drafts to get Brian Branch. Like, it happens. So I wouldn't put it past them if this listen, if the
But it's the
Chiefs get
Chiefs.
if the
That's the
Chiefs
thing.
get a good offer, they probably might just go for it.
I don't think so because I think the Chiefs. I don't think they will. I'll be very surprised if Devontae Adams is a Chief. I'll say
Oh
that
yeah. Me too. Me too. But I'm
because
just saying it could
it's
happen.
not the way. I don't think the Chiefs. Okay, I think after Tyreek Hill, like they changed who they are. They're not going for big people. They're going for went for younger talent. They built through the draft, and I feel like they're not going to give up too much to get Devontae Adams. Like I know they want a
Ooh.
three-peat. But why would they give up so much for Davante? He's
Let me
old.
ask you a question. Let me ask you like your opinion. If they don't go for Davante Adams, what if they go for Amari Cooper?
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen. I
I feel like
genuinely think
that's
that.
more likely because
But
it
I
won't
heard,
cost that much.
yeah, it won't cost them much. But another player I heard that they might go for, I think it's a long shot, but it's Tyreek Hill. They might, they
Nah,
might, they might go back with Tyreek Hill. I don't know
I
though.
don't think
Like,
so. I think that's
I
that
would
ship has
rather,
sailed.
I would rather go back with Reek, in my opinion, because he at least has like, you know, experience with the Chiefs. But look, if I'm the Chiefs, man, like I'm waiting for the Rasheed Rice. And I heard some optimism that he might play for the regular season. Like I heard it's not
Right.
as bad as what people are saying it is. So if it's not as bad, I think you trade for Amari Cooper. Uh, because you're not getting Hollywood Brown until the playoffs, and then you have Rasheed Rice, you have Xavier Worthy, and then you got Travis Kelsey who needs help right now because he's getting better each week now, but like he
That's
needs.
usually how it goes. Like he starts off pretty slow because
Yeah,
he's
but
tight
like
end.
I think Kelsey's Kelsey, like, but he's always gonna get some person on him. Like he's always gonna get the attention from the defenses. So I think you go for Amari Cooper. Like I think the Chiefs definitely need to get Amari Cooper,
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Mm.
He's on the
But
trade
he's
block, I
too
think.
hurt. I think. I don't know. I don't know if they'll go for him, but they might. Honestly, you never know.
Christian Kirk.
Mm. But that's only if the Jags are really bad. Like continue to be really bad. If they're
I
like
think they
0 and
lose.
6, then yeah. But
If they lose to us in London, that's gonna be crazy. But
I'll
um,
appreciate it. Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, listen, we have to go on a 2-game winning streak or 3-game now. But anyways, um, yeah, I don't think Tyreek is leaving. I think Tua's decision is gonna come soon, and depending on that, I think is when
But
Tyreek
if
will
I'm Tyreek,
decide.
okay, but I'm be honest right now. Like I don't think it's happening. But if I'm Tyreek, I'm open to it because you like look Tua. I just don't know if he can be healthy anymore. He's a flimsy. He's not
I
built.
agree.
I feel bad for him, like because like he is very talented when it comes to being accurate throwing the ball, but there's another essence of football, whereas you got to be like built to play football. Like for me, I'm not built to play football. Like if I went out there, like I would get hurt. So, but like Tubo, for example, he's not like physically built to play football anymore. We're
Mhm.
seeing concussions. We're seeing normal hits, and he's getting concussed. If I'm Tyreek Hill, you're 30 years old. I know you already got your Super Bowl, but don't you want to like still compete? And I'm
Mhm.
not saying go to the Chiefs. Like you can go to any other team, but like I think this offseason, I think Tyreek Hill needs to make a decision. Like, does he want to commit to playing in Miami? Because there's a chance that Tua never plays.
I agree, but who will listen? I understand that, but hmm, he has
A
to
lot of
find a
teams
team
will
that
trade
will.
for him. A lot of
I
teams will trade
understand.
with him.
Yeah. Hmm.
I would trade for Tyreek Hill if I'm the Bears. No, I'm being
I
so serious. I
I mean,
would.
listen, yeah, but like I don't
But
know.
I don't think it's ever happening, and I'm fine with the Bears not trading for Tyreek Hill. But if there was an opportunity to get Tyreek Hill, and I feel like the one team Tyreek Hill could go with is the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that would be such like that would already confirm a three-peat right there, and
Yeah.
even maybe a four-peat. It might even confirm a four-peat right there.
Right.
So I'm just saying right now, if I'm the Chiefs, I got to see if Rasheed Rice is playing. I say if Rasheed Rice is playing, I don't get a Tyreek Hill or Davante Adams. Even if he plays during the regular season, I think you go for Amari Cooper, someone who's cheaper, 1 year deal, because I think the Chiefs believe in Rasheed Rice for the future, right? They believe in. They probably. I don't know if they're going to resign Hollywood
I don't think
Brown.
they're gonna do it 1 year deal. I think they'll have to give like a pick. They have to give like a fourth pick or fifth
Yeah, yeah,
pick or
but
something.
that's fine.
That
But
leads to
Amari,
eventually leads to a contract though. That means they'll have to give
no,
like a low level contract.
no, Amari, no. You can just get him
It's
for a
not like a
rental.
1 year rental though. I don't think Mari Cooper is like a 1 year rental.
No, Amari's contract ends this season.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna give a pick for him, which is probably what's gonna happen, because he's not
You're
a free
probably gonna
agent,
okay. Amari Cooper is probably going for like fifth or sixth round pick.
right? He Amari went for a fifth or something, or what is it? When he got traded from the Cowboys,
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for a sixth. I think if he goes for a sixth, like the Chiefs don't have to re-sign him. There's no point for them to re-sign him.
Oh my god. Let me
What?
show this. Dude, I totally forgot about this. This is absolutely diabolical, but from Jerry Jones. A sixth round pick for a healthy Amari Cooper. Like good Amari Cooper.
Yeah, I think he goes for a 6th round pick.
I feel like even less than that now because he's actually like has some years. So seventh then, or maybe if you're lucky to get a six at that point.
I mean, look, the Chiefs know how to draft, so maybe a 7th round pick for them is very valuable. Isaiah Pacheco was a 7th round pick, but what I'm trying to say is, if I'm the Chiefs, I trade for not Davante. I trade for Tyreek only if Rashid Rice is out for the whole season. I even think about it, but I don't even think that's going to happen. But if I'm looking at realistically, I think you go for someone like Amari Cooper for sure. I think Cooper needs to be a Chief if the Chiefs want to. And if Amari Cooper's a Chief, yeah, the Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl. I'm just saying that right now because I don't think Mahomes is going to play this bad. Like, I'm be honest, I think Mahomes. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's not playing his best football. Throwing an interception in each game, every game actually. So I think once Mahomes starts to click, and once they get the receivers back, the Chiefs are going to be a dangerous team. I mean, they're already dangerous without him, but him playing great. But their defense is also very, very special, so they can also lean in with their defense to win the Super Bowl too. But yeah,
Yeah,
you want to just do the you want
let's do the pick'ems.
Yeah, let's do the pick'ems.
Yeah, I think it's that time of the show is reaching halfway point, so let's do this. For those who didn't see, I'm now 34-30, so I'm up 4 games above 500. So love that. So Thursday night football is going to be actually fun. Hopefully, I'm not trying to jinx it right now, but I still think the Bucks win. What about you?
This is actually a tough one. I think I'm actually excited for this matchup tomorrow because look, I have no allegiance to any of these teams. But I like how like there's competitive games on Thursday Night Football. Like that's something I really like to see. I think this game's gonna be competitive. What's the record? 2-2, 3-1. You got the Bucks. Yeah, give me the Bucks. I think the Bucks win this. I think Baker Mayfield is just on a different level than Kirk Cousins, and I give me the Bucks 30. I think it's a high scoring game, 31-28. I think it's a high scoring game.
Yeah. Now we got the Favre Bowl, the Brett Favre post Green Bay Bowl right here in New York Jets and Minnesota Vikings. Who you got?
Give me the Jets. Listen to me. I think they need a bounce back. They need a bounce back here, and this is also not happening in Minnesota.
Hold on. What is Sam Darnold on? What watch?
Pumpkin watch. He is on pumpkin watch.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. Being so serious. I think the Jets win this game. 16-13. I think they win 16-13. Really? Because I think Jefferson gets a touchdown. Please, I beg you, Jefferson, get a touchdown. But because I need him for fantasy. But I think Sam Darnold. This is the game we're all like, okay, Sam Darnold was a backup. I think this is the game he becomes a backup. I mean, no, he's gonna start. He's still gonna start. But we're gonna finally understand, like, okay, Sam Darnold's. He's been lucky all this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna figure out that Sam Darnold's not that guy. But I think the Jets need a bounce back, 10-9 against the Broncos. Like, I just don't see them doing that 2 weeks in a row. I trust Aaron Rodgers. It's hard as that for me to say, but I trust Aaron Rodgers a lot, and I think that the Vikings finally lose. And look, if you're a Minnesota Vikings fan, going to the bye week 4-1 is very, very good. So I wouldn't be mad. And also, this is not happening in Minnesota. So that you have an excuse that this is happening in London. So like, who cares
Oh,
about
this
this
is in
game? So,
London. Oh, I totally forgot.
yeah,
What
8:30.
time is it?
I'm so happy because I don't have to wait till 12 to watch football. I can
Right.
go
It's
watch
so
football at
nice to have
8:30.
football or all day, pretty much. Um,
Yeah.
I still think the Vikings win. Sam Darnold won't necessarily have a great game, but I still believe that the Vikings can win this game. I
You
wouldn't be
think the Jets
surprised
are
if
going
the
to
Jets won. Like genuinely, no, no, I think it's a toss up. I think this is a toss up
Okay.
game, but I think that the
Yeah, yeah,
Vikings
yeah.
somehow managed to pull it off. I'm surprised, to be fair. Like, okay, it's kind of a bad sign when all of the NFL cast or whatever the people pick the Bears to win this one. So, yeah, I mean, it makes the most sense, but like it's kind of bad luck that if everyone picks you, you're kind of cooked. I think so, but I still think that the Bears win. It's at home. We're the better team. Hopefully, Andy Dalton goes easy on us. Um, and man, I just really want to, dude, just win this game. Just win all the games, man. Like, I think we should win this game pretty handily. I predicted like 35-14. How about you?
Look, I don't think our offense is ready to score 35 points, but I think we win like I feel like this is I don't know. I feel like this is the game. Like we're winning this game for sure. But
Knock on wood.
I think this is the game where we need to like prove our I think this is an offensive game. I could care less what the defense does. I know the defense is going to do their job. This is an offense. This is a game where Caleb Williams needs to show something on offense. I want to see something from Caleb. Like I want him to he doesn't have to throw for 300 yards, but throw for like maybe 250, couple
No, he needs to
touchdowns,
see. He
have a
needs to connect the
clean.
deep balls. If he gets the deep ball, if he
Yeah,
gets like two deep balls this game, I'll be very happy. As long as he connects
yeah.
onto the deep ball, I'll be happy.
I
And a
need to
win.
see some improvement from Caleb Williams, but I got the Bears winning 31-13. I
Fair
think it's gonna be a
enough.
blowout. I think Andy Dalton, look, you're scoring points for the Panthers, but you're just it's
You're
not. I
playing
think
Commanders.
The Bears defense is a lot better, and I don't think the Panthers have faced a defense like the Bears. Maybe the Saints, and they got blown out. So
Yeah,
I'm going with the
it's
Bears.
just that the only issue I have, um, I just hope that the Bears take them seriously, and just go and demolish them, because like the defense cannot fold like how the
Look,
Steelers did.
Last year Tyson Bagent beat the
No, I get
Panthers.
that. No, no, no. I understand that. As long as you have Flus, you'll have a decent defense, and you're facing lower comp. Flus is like good at that. I'm just saying,
Yeah, I'm
like,
not
I
worried
just don't
about this
want them
game.
to take. I don't want them to take them lightly and
I don't
pull a
think they will.
Steelers like last year, like last week, because if
Okay,
that can happen to that good of a defense, like everyone has to come to play. Okay, anyways, enough talking about them. All right, I think it's pretty straightforward. I think the Ravens win this one.
Oh no, I don't think it's straightforward at all. I think the Bengals win this one.
Interesting.
Joe Burrow is desperate to win this game. It's a division rival game, so we have to get that
Mhm.
into. I think Joe
Take
Burrow
that into
wins this game.
consideration.
I'm going with Joe Burrow. I'm going with Joe Burrow. I'm going with the better quarterback to win this game. This is happening in Cincinnati. I don't trust Lamar Jackson. I mean, look,
I
he
don't
had a
trust the
great.
Bengals defense though. The Bengals defense has been cheeks, dude. Like really, really bad. I don't trust them. I think the Ravens and Derrick Henry are just gonna run through them, and the Ravens defense is just gonna lock up any semblance of an offense.
I would disagree. I think this year the Ravens and Bengals they will split, and I think if the Bengals are winning, I think they win at home, and I think the Ravens win there at home for them. So I'm
Mhm.
going with the Bengals to win 28-24.
Okay. Okay, this is a mid off. It's kind of crazy that they're playing. I mean, Miami has a short week, but yeah, I think the Patriots win this one. I think Miami's just too beaten up. Same with the Patriots. I'm not saying that they're any better, but I think this is an injury bowl. Um,
Yeah,
and
I think like 15 people are watching this game, but
and they're all Patriots fans. Actually, no, half of them are Miami and half of them are Patriots. But
I just feel for Dolphins fans, right? Because like they had like expectations in the season, they were going to compete. So it's crazy.
That one
But
Bills game is
yeah, I agree
crazy.
with you. I agree with you. The Patriots, if they're gonna win games, they're gonna win games like this. So give me them to beat the Dolphins 19-6. Like I'm
Hmm.
being so serious. It's gonna be like
I trust
19-6.
Jacoby Brissett. I mean, Tyler Huntley's good,
Honestly,
but
I'm being so serious. I'm being so serious. I would throw Drake May in this game. The reason why I'm saying to put Drake May in this game is because Jordan Phillips is out. Their best edge rusher is out. The Miami defense is very,
you're
very
not going to
banged
put
up
him
right
in
now.
just for the sake of it.
But I mean, I would love
If
to
they
see
do,
Drake May.
then the only way I see Drake May coming in is if Jacoby Brissett's hurt. That's the only way I see
No,
it.
but here's the thing. I would say this. I'm happy that Drake May's not playing right now. He's having the time to develop. I like that. I like that
Yeah,
a lot.
he's
I
getting
wish
the Tom Brady treatment.
I wish like knock on. I wish like the Bears did that in 2021.
Nah,
But
I think Caleb is learning very, very
no,
quickly.
not Caleb. Not Caleb. I said in 2021.
I
If you
mean,
do
it was
that,
hard to do that when Dalton got hurt. So I don't know.
yeah. I
Like
mean, throw someone else in. Like it's
I
whatever
don't
though.
know. They were.
All right.
I know fan fields, including me, fans were chanting, "We want Fields like to play over Dalton."
Yeah,
So
I know.
yeah,
I know. That's whatever.
this is an interesting one. I think. Listen, Jaden Daniels is really good, really good. The offense is clicking on all cylinders, but I think they're going to be facing a pretty solid defense this time, and I think it's going to be less cohesive as an offense. And the Commanders' defense is not that great. Let's be
No, it's
really honest.
terrible. It's
But
it's
the
it's
thing is, the
terrible.
Cleveland Browns' offense is even worse. So,
I wouldn't
like,
say
I
that.
think
I wouldn't say that.
nah,
But
I
you go
think
on.
it's
You go on.
worse, dude. It's like you just see how they play, and they're like not
Last
doing
week,
anything.
last week they should have beaten the Raiders because that Amari Cooper touchdown. I mean, look, I'm not saying Deshaun Watson's good or anything, but like he had that play. He had some plays like that got taken back. So,
That's called
but yeah,
karma. But
uh,
anyways, but I still think the Commanders win, but I'd be surprised
okay.
if the Browns win. I think the Commanders they go 4-1.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think the Commanders win this one, but this is a tough one because I feel like the Browns defense can win you games for the Browns, even if Deshaun plays terrible. But I'm gonna go with the Commanders to win this. I think their hot streak continues. Um, it's gonna be
I'm with you
annoying
on that.
though. It's gonna be annoying. It's gonna be very, very annoying for us Bears fans because they're gonna be like, "Oh, Jaden Daniels is 4-1, Caleb Williams is 3-2." Like, oh, you picked the wrong quarterback. I'm like, no, we didn't. But
It is
I'm
messed up.
happy for the Commanders. I'm happy with for the Commanders. They got Jaden Daniels who's really, really good, and the offense is getting better every week.
Hmm.
So Cliff Kingsbury is a very, very good hire. So
I mean,
Commanders, good
listen,
job.
I think that Cliff Kingsbury is great for a quarterback like Jaden Daniels,
But
but I
once he gets
might
figured out, it's
worry.
over.
Yeah, I just don't want him to get figured out. That's the thing. Like, if they get
Oh, I'm
figured
fine
out,
with that.
which
I, I hope we figure
I,
them out
I mean, I hope we
when we
do
play them.
because we better. um, but yeah, I think. Listen, Cliff Kingsbury gives you an opportunity. I think Jaden Daniels like is learning a lot. He doesn't have to do too much either. I mean, not I. I wouldn't say that because people have been saying like he's doing a college offense. Like, yeah, it's good to have everything simplified and everything. But this is gonna be his true test right now. This is a true test for Jaden Daniels and that offense to overcome the Cleveland Browns defense. Um, and
All
Kevin
right.
Stefanski is no bum of a coach too as well. So we'll see. Honestly, the Browns should have never given away Joe Flacco, but that's just me. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Indianapolis Colts. Who do you got?
I think, and here's the thing. I want the Jags to win this game because if they go down 0-5 and they're back in London, I feel like they're gonna beat us. So more than anything in the world, I want the Jags to win this game so that they're not as desperate, playing
Mhm.
us.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me the Jags. Doug
All right.
Peterson's job is on the line. I think his job is on the line. Colts got lucky last week. I'm just be honest. The last 2 weeks they've gotten lucky. They're a trash team. I'm sorry, they're not
Nah, I
good.
think I think if
Anthony
Joe Flacco
Richardson is
plays, it'd be
garbage.
over.
Oh yeah, but I'm assuming Richardson plays.
Oh, then I see what
Yeah,
you
because
mean.
Joe Flacco, it's like Joe. Okay, my opinion right now, bro. Joe Flacco, when he's playing, when he's on rhythm, he's a top 5 quarterback right now in the league. I'm being so serious. He's so
He's crazy.
unstoppable, bro. He's actually no, dude. He's unstoppable. Like Joe Flacco, like you can't beat him. When Joe Flacco's clicking, when he's clicking, it's over. Like your
Mhm.
favorite team's losing. He did that
Mhm.
twice to me. Twice.
Yeah, literally.
Twice.
Joe Flacco is our bane of our existence.
Dude,
But
Joe Flacco was down 17-7 against us in a good defense like the Bears, and he just had 2 good drives and beat us. Like
mhm.
he's him. I'm
He had
sorry.
like 3 interceptions or 2 interceptions that game
Yeah,
too.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how bad the team is. If the defense can hold you and Joe Flacco has a chance to win, he'll win the game.
Mhm.
Like he's that good.
Anyways,
So
yeah,
give
let's
me.
see.
Okay, if Flacco's playing Colts, if Richardson's playing Jags,
I think
that's how I'm
Shane
doing it.
Steichen kind of starting to realize that Joe Flacco fits his backup quarterbacks seem to fit his system way better. I think the Colts win somehow, but
Okay,
yeah.
but
Oh,
then
this is
that's
gonna be a
bad for
fun
us.
game.
I'll be honest
Yeah,
right
I
now. That's
know.
bad for us. That's
I
really
know.
bad for us.
Yeah, but listen, hey, we need to win games that matter too. So,
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
but anyways, if that's anything, the
Dude,
Bills, Texans.
The Jags had the number 1 pick too. That's crazy.
Mhm.
After paying Trevor Lawrence
Right.
$275 million. So
To be a
that's crazy.
tank commander is crazy.
Okay,
The highest paid tank commander of all time.
for
Uh,
real.
Houston Texans, Buffalo Bills. Buffalo got stomped. Houston won. I think Buffalo's more desperate to win, even though they're 3-1. They're both 3-1. I think that this is a bounce back game for the Buffalo Bills, even though it's at Houston. But do I count CJ Stroud to lose?
Yeah, he lost to the Vikings.
But the Vikings are good defensively. Yeah, the Buffalo Bills that good defensively.
Yeah, they are. Just the Ravens are just an anomaly. Look. I'll go first because I already know my answer. I'm going with Josh Allen. I'm going with the better quarterback. Again, I'm going with the better quarterback. I mean, look, CJ's good. I like CJ. He's a good quarterback. But I think the Texans are frauds. I mean, so serious. Like, they have not looked good. They have not looked good in any 4 of the games this year. In Indy, played bad. Their defense played bad. In Chicago, offense played bad. If Caleb Williams knew how to run an offense and the Bears had a brain cell, the Bears would have won that game. Against the Vikings, played dog water. Played, and then against the Jags, had to take a game-winning drive from CJ Stroud to beat the Jags, who are 0-3,
That's all you
who
really
got
can't count on
stomped.
CJ Stroud.
Nope, to stomp against the Bills. Like, they got stomped with the Bills the week before. Give me the better quarterback that's going to come with vengeance, like Josh Allen. I'm going with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills to beat the Houston Texans in a close one, 31-23.
I think I agree with you. I think that the Bills win this one. I think they're more desperate. That's the only reason. I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans won because that's at home as well. But
They're just
ooh,
not good, though.
another division game. Ooh, 2 division games. What the Oh, 3
All
division
right,
games. Okay.
give me the Broncos. Give me the Broncos.
Same here. Yeah, and there's really not much to
Because
talk about.
Devontae's not there. Max Crosby's not there.
No, Davante
Yeah.
is playing.
No, Devontae's not playing.
They said that he's
He's
playing,
out.
right? Oh, he's out.
He's out.
Oh, he's
He's
out.
out.
Yeah. You're right. Okay. For our Niners, Cardinals.
Yeah. This is the easiest prediction of the video. The Niners, 42-6. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If you cannot put more than 14 points on the Commanders' defense, yeah, you suck. Like, it's just how it works. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I like Marv. Like, I really do. You know how I feel about Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he's gonna be very, very great. But yeah, they're just gonna put what's it called? Who's the corner again? Like, they're gonna put the best corner on Marvin, and then he's not gonna have any person right now that's having Marvin Harrison Jr. as their fantasy player this week. I would bench him. He's not gonna get any targets this week
That's
because
me.
yeah, I would bench him. He's getting clamped. He's getting clamped this game. I'm
I think
sorry.
he's gonna overcome.
And I feel like the Niners are starting to click again.
Yeah, Brock Purdy's been doing pretty good without all of his weapons. but he's doing pretty good with just George Kittle and
I
Debo.
mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see when he plays good teams. Like he beat the Patriots. Like congrats.
True.
Um, like I'll judge him once he beats a good team. If he beats a good team without them, sure. But I mean,
Okay.
I'll give him his flowers though. I'll give him his flowers. I don't want to be a hater. Like he's played fine.
Yeah. Packers, Rams. If the Bears can beat the Packers, sorry, Bears can beat the Rams. Maybe the Rams steal this one. What do you think?
Nah. As much as I really, really, really want the Rams to win, I just don't see it. Like they don't have any weapons. Like literally
True.
nothing. Like, like I'm sorry if the Packers lose, like they suck. They actually suck. They're garbage. They're actually garbage. So I'm gonna go with Packers to win this pretty
I
decisively,
agree.
31-13.
But I do think this is a trap game. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this game. So for the Packers specifically, but it has a good feeling, I guess. But
Yeah.
the Rams, I don't know. You
We're
never
gonna
know.
be all five above 500. I'm gonna say that for the NFC North.
Insane times. Um, Giants. Oh God, I remember last year this game happened and did not look that good. Um, I think it's pretty easy.
Yeah, Seahawks.
Yeah, it's not really that hard. This
Neighbors
is
is
Sunday
out.
night.
Yeah, I'm excited. Seahawks, Giants. Give me the Seahawks. Yeah, I'll go with Seahawks
Easy.
too. I'll go with Seahawks like 16-13. Like it's gonna be a terrible game.
All right. Let's talk about
Game,
this. Talk about this. 50,
game of the
50.
week. Game of the week. Game of the week. I don't know why it's 50-50. The Cowboys do not have Micah Parsons. They don't have Lawrence. They don't got Deron Bland on defense. They don't got Brandon Cooks playing. It doesn't make any sense why the Cowboys. It's just because the Cowboys are America's team. They're going to get praise. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game.
Beats Dak
Prescott.
Shows
Prime
McCarthy's a
time
fraud.
field. Guys, people don't realize Justin Fields is actually a very good primetime player. Just saying it. He's won a lot of primetime games. He has.
Like what?
All right, I'll tell you. Last year, he beat the Commanders. He had one of his best games on primetime with the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's it called? He beat the Patriots. Probably one of his best games too as a runner against the Patriots in 2022 Monday Night Football. He's won against the Vikings, game-winning drive against the Vikings in Monday Night Football. Last year, the Bears were 3-1. No, actually, they were 3-0 with Justin Fields playing in primetime. They lost the one primetime game with Tyson Bagent against the Chargers.
Oh yeah,
because the Bears.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, I think the Steelers win. I think Justin Fields, this is his career year. I think this defines him as a starter. No questions asked. Russell Wilson is on the trade block after this game, or he's just a backup. I think Justin Fields has like 4 total touchdowns this game. He's gonna run through this offense. This defense, and this defense can't stop the run. Najee Harris, Jalen Warren's probably gonna be back. So I'm giving Justin Fields and the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat the Dallas Cowboys in a decisive victory, 34-20.
Okay, let's do that. And the final game, Chiefs versus Saints. You can go first. I want to hear what you got to say.
I think, please, Mahomes, don't throw a pick. I have you on fantasy. I just feel like Mahomes is going to throw a pick this game, but I'm going with the Chiefs to win this game. I think the Saints, it's over. I've been trying to tell people that people just need to understand that the Saints are just not that good. I expect Kamara to play really well because he's on my fantasy team. But look, the Saints have a solid team. I know the Chiefs are going to beat them. The Chiefs are just too good of a team. They're going to be 5-0, and they're going to go into the bye week 5-0. And they're just this is the thing with Chiefs, right? They find ways to win. That's something I admire about the Chiefs. They find ways to win, no matter what the circumstance is. There's no excuses. They go out there and win football games.
The MVP are the Zebras.
Nah. I think the Chiefs are
Yep,
they're just good.
they're
Like
good, but they have. Listen, you had to admit they had the help with the Zebras a lot of times. Without that, they lose games. I'm telling you. Listen, the NFL's a brand. If they have their golden boy lose a lot of games like that, it was like that for the Patriots at one
I,
point.
I think people are just coping. Like I generally don't think that's a thing. Like
I mean,
I
you
maybe
could
sometimes
watch
I
the
get mad.
games
I I do
and
watch
you
the
could tell
games and
easily.
oh yeah, the Bengals game, like that was pass interference. Like I'm sorry. Like if that happened with the Bears, I'm saying that's pass interference. So that was
No, I'm
pass
just
interference.
saying in general. Yeah.
Against the Ravens, likely is just stupid. He's stupid and he stepped out of bounds. Like I'm sorry, likely you're actually dumb. Like you're a dumb person. Why are you
I'm
complaining?
not saying all the
Why are
time.
you complaining? No, not you. I'm saying why is likely complaining? Like you stepped out of bounds. Like that's not the ref's fault. They have to be
Yeah.
fair. And then what's it called? The what was the third game? They played who did they play the third game? The Falcons? The Falcons, I don't even know there was a play that there was like a ref ball. Like the Falcons were just stupid and did an obvious one play. Like they didn't run it up the middle. They tried to do like a little stretch play
But
and it
that has
didn't
nothing
work.
to do
And
with
then
the refs, though.
yeah, they did. It was the Falcons being stupid. And then
No, I'm
I
saying
feel like
there
the
are other parts
Chiefs,
of the game. I'm pretty sure that.
like the Bengals, it's just only Bengals fans that say that. Like, because they're sad, they're sorry franchise, and they suck. Like, I'm not okay, look, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I mean I respect Mahomes. I really like him, but I'm not saying that I will never say it's the refs. I will never take that away from Mahomes because he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And if we're gonna say Tom Brady's the GOAT, I don't want this. I don't want this. Not the same energy for Mahomes because Mahomes is definitely someone that knows how to win. We had to respect that about him, and I don't think the refs are really always playing the rough ball. It's just the fans in the NFL are just too petty because they feel like they have Taylor Swift. Like I never understand. That's another thing. Like if you can maybe put your review on this, I never understood about the Taylor Swift thing. Like why do people care? Like it's whatever. She's on the screen for like
Yeah,
5 seconds. Like who cares? Like
I get
you're
it.
just NFL fans are just sorry, bro. Like who cares if Taylor Swift is on what's it called? The screen for 5 to 7 seconds, maybe every like quarter. Who cares? It's a girlfriend looking at a boyfriend's game. And the NFL needs to make money. So who cares? It's not like they're promoting Taylor Swift for everything. No, they're just putting her to show like, oh, she feels happy about Travis Kelce playing. And I never understood that. It's always been everyone's against the Chiefs. It's fine, and that's when they play better. So, um,
Hmm.
give me the Chiefs to win this game. I know that's a big spiel I had, but give me the Chiefs to win this. I think they don't
Yeah,
blow anyone out. They don't blow anyone out. So I want to say 31-20. Even though I feel like that's a blowout, but not really. But
yeah, I think that's pretty fair.
31-20.
Okay, well, these are pretty solid picks in general. Hopefully, I do better this time around than last. But yeah, I guess that concludes this portion of the podcast. Do you have anything concluding remarks?
No, not really, man. I'm just excited for football. I mean, sorry, excited for this week of football. Tomorrow's gonna be great. So, um,
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm excited. I really am excited. I don't want the season to ever end, but it's gonna end sometime. But I can't believe we're
let's
already in
not talk
October.
about
That's crazy.
that. I guess we
That's
shouldn't
crazy.
talk about that right now.
No, that's crazy that we're already in October though. That's actually
Yeah.
crazy. That's
Hmm.
crazy to me.
Well, again, thanks you
Yeah.
guys for so much for watching. We're just hit our 10th episode today, which is pretty exciting. 5 weeks of doing this, and it seems like we've done it forever. But yeah, again, thank you guys again for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. Catch us every Tuesday and Thursday. We'll be having new episodes every week. And yeah, I guess that's about it. And we'll see you guys in the next one.